Good morning, family. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. So, I'm sorry I have been out of touch for so long. I have been visiting family, come back, do laundry, and go down to Florida and Georgia to visit some friends. And I'm still processing, and we'll talk later as far as different things the Lord showed me. But this trip was challenging for me personally. I was trying to calculate last night how much I actually drove. I think it was pretty close to 5,000 miles in 3 weeks. But I went to visit first in Michigan, my sisters. And my baby sister and I want to talk about choices and how they stack up. My baby sister and I were always pretty much the same size, always pretty much ate the same way. We eat pretty much for energy, not necessarily just for pleasure. Anyway, but she's dropped like 4 or 5 sizes since I last saw her, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is she sick? She just doesn't want to tell me. No, she's added walking to her regimen, and 3 times a week she walks like 8 miles. Wow, that's a lot. But she's so much healthier and she has so much more energy. And I thought, wow, that was a challenge for me. You know, I did go walking with her one time, but not 8 miles. I can't do 8 miles. But that was a real challenge to me. Come back, do laundry, gotta have clean underwear. Went on down to Georgia and then Florida for birthday parties and surprise birthday parties, which is another reason I didn't want to talk to you. I was afraid I'd blow the surprise. And saw a friend of mine that I've known for 25, 26 years. And years ago when we got into a jam, 25, 26 years ago, she got into a jam. She was able to borrow my clothes. That's not the case anymore. She is roughly a 3X, and it hurt my heart, but she's happy. And I started thinking about the individual choices that we all make, the little tiny ones, day by day. I think the Bible says, here a little, there a little, line upon line, precept upon precept, and you build a life. And, you know, you can flip either way. You can either get very judgmental about somebody's situation, or you can use it to challenge yourself. And I thought, you know, all those years, you know, it's the extra brownie, extra cookie, extra piece of cake, extra eating when you weren't really hungry. You're just eating to be sociable. But these little tiny habits, they add up. You know, as far as health-wise, she really just sits and watches television, and that's not the life that I want. She's loving it. She's happy. And I have to let that go and just say, that's not my circus, not my monkeys. You know, she's happy. But wow, what a huge lesson on the incremental daily life choices that we make and how they affect us long term. I mean, you're not going to solve world hunger by a potato chip. But when I'm forced with these minute decisions that don't seem so important, they really add up. Choices. Man, that's so important. Long term, building a life. And I don't mean to tell you the story as judgment. You know, what we do, we judge ourselves. You know, I have to live with the body that I'm creating, building, choosing every day. And am I happy with that choice? But those incremental decisions, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally. I'm going to choose to watch this, even though it makes me feel greasy on the inside, you know, or yucky. I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to choose another path. So, anyway, just some thoughts processing when I got home. Choices. At the minute that you're making it, it seems so little. But boy, does it add up. So, I hope you have a fabulous day. All God's best.